obviously Greta Gerwig has a new movie coming out called Barbie. It is all
Yes.
over the Twitter sphere. If you live on film Twitter, you can't get away from those Barbie posters without someone editing themselves onto the poster. I feel like that is the new thing to do. But the question we got was, what are our thoughts on Barbie? And I think that question is really more geared towards the recent marketing campaign, especially the latest trailer that we saw I think about a week ago as we're recording this, maybe just under a week ago. But Jay, what are your thoughts on the film and the marketing that you've seen thus far? And has that generated any excitement for you at this point?
I will say my first thought is that it is absolutely hilarious to see written by Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach on the card at one point in the Barbie trailer.
Yeah.
And broadly, I would say I'm not worried about Barbie after that trailer. I think it looks very stylish. I am trying to figure out tonally exactly what the movie is going for because I don't understand. It has some of the cringiest seconds of a trailer I've seen in a very, very long time. At the
I
very
wonder
end of the most recent trailer,
the beach moment, the beach gag, I guess
the
we'll
beach
say.
off
Okay.
sequence in the
Yeah.
trailer, I think, is absolutely abysmal. And there are there are a handful of images that imply a level of cleverness. Certainly, when you see Barbie step out of her high heels and her feet maintain the kind of shape of the Barbie feet that you see on
Yeah.
the dolls and the shape of the high heel.
Yeah. I thought that
I
was
think
really
very
cool.
clever. I have no idea what the story of this movie is going to be. Gosling, I love Ryan Gosling.
Same.
It's another one of those things where I'm trying to figure out what is the angle here. What's the take? And I can't totally decipher what it is yet. I liked the teaser, the 2001 inspired teaser. It told you nothing about the movie. It got you excited because you were like, Greta Gerwig knows movies. This is good. It's going to be a movie for people who like movies. Greta Gerwig is doing it. And I love Greta Gerwig's movies so far. Little Women, like, fantastic. Makes me cry
Probably the
so
best
hard every
movie of
time.
that year. Probably the best movie of that year,
It
honestly, as I think about it.
is. What year was that? Was that 17?
2019.
19. Wow.
That was the
Man.
same year as Uncut Gems.
All right. I like Uncut Gems more than that, but that might be the only one.
I think those are my top two. I think, at that time I had said my favorite movie of the year was The Last Black Man in San Francisco, but I think as time has gone on, I've been more receptive towards Little Women and Uncut Gems. But those three
Wait,
are
is
my
that
top
first?
three.
Is that first Reformed year?
I think it was.
Maybe
No,
right,
no, was
first.
that? No, was that? That may have been a few years before that. That's how you know we've been doing this for a long time when we start
Yeah,
forgetting
no
these years.
kidding. Oh, I got it right here. Oh God, look at this. You know what? Yeah, I got it at number 3. It's not First Reformed year. It's Portrait of a Lady on Fire year. Which
Oh,
is
it is. It's Celine Sciamma's year.
Portrait, Uncut Gems, Little Women, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
What a trifecta.
That's a good year right there.
That's a really good year.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm still looking forward to the movie for sure. I trust Greta Gerwig to make this film. From the very first time I heard about the movie, I was like, why is that what she's doing? I have faith in her that she is motivated to make this film from an artistic perspective far beyond the paycheck, right? I mean, I have complete faith that she is taking this on with a level of sincerity and artistic interest. But from what I've seen so far, other than the fact that I think it looks really good, I love the style, the kind of toy world that Greta Gerwig and company have invented with this movie. I'm hesitant, a little bit hesitant with what I've seen. But again, still looking forward to it.
I feel like we need to listen to our good friend Ryan McQuaid on this one, who is refusing to watch any trailer for this movie. All he needs to know is that Greta Gerwig is writing a Barbie script with Noah Baumbach and she is directing it. And I just that on its own terms is exciting. And I will say, from what I've seen from the marketing, because I have watched all of the trailers and marketing images, I've looked at all of these things. The movie, from a visual and artistic standpoint, it doesn't really look like anything I've ever seen, which I kind of have to give it some credit for, and that's something I'm really excited about. And I, like you, I don't really know what the angle is. I don't know what this story or plot is going to be, but that's something I kind of like. It's like they're really purposefully keeping that close to the chest, and I do like that about it. That first teaser, the 2001 inspired teaser that you talked about, might be among my favorite teaser trailers of all time. I think it
Well,
really.
Brendan is famous for hating
I don't
trailers.
like trailers.
You strike me as more of a teaser trailer guy, where it's like,
I
here's
am.
the vibe. We're going to tell you almost nothing about the movie.
Yeah, well, I sometimes think of trailers as like an individual or separate artistic statement regarding the film. You can get
They're short
creative.
films.
They are short films, but lately so many official trailers mirror the exact same roadmap, and I'm just kind of sick of seeing the exact same blueprint just reshuffled for whatever movie that they're marketing. It's kind of left the artistic short film mentality go by the wayside, and that's what bugs me. I will say this new Barbie trailer, the official trailer, does disregard that at least a little bit, but I was kind of mixed on the new trailer, just with regard to how it functions as a trailer. There are moments that made me laugh genuinely. The whole gag at the beginning with Barbie and Ken talking about sleeping over at each other's houses, and they'd say, "What would we do?" I really do not know. I thought that was really funny. But then there's that beach gag at the end, which is what word did you use? Abysmal? I think that's the word you use. Something like
Probably bleak, troubling.
I think you're still being too
Pick your
kind.
favorite.
I think you're being too kind to it still. That is one. I because I hate movie trailers so much, I find myself being more hyperbolic than I should. So that's why I sound like I'm speaking in hyperbole and exaggeration when I say that teaser is probably one of my favorites of all time as far as teaser trailers go. But that beach moment is one of the worst things I've ever seen in a movie trailer. And I think it's I don't know if it's the joke itself or just the timing of it within the trailer that we saw. Maybe it'll work in the moment with the film and how it actually functions inside the film. I don't know. So I'm not, I guess I can't really judge the joke itself, but from how it feels in the trailer and the marketing that we saw, it did not work for me at all. It felt
No, it's
so
bad.
tonally disconnected from everything else. It, it, it didn't feel like Greta Gerwig taking herself seriously. And that's not to say she should, but it didn't even feel like her artistic voice falling into that. That felt like a producer saying, you need to target children, at least for one joke here.
I
Eh,
want to. I wish I was a fly in the wall in the room where Noah Baumbach was writing the beach off scene.
I'm curious to hear how that conversation went down. If there was anything genuine about
But
it.
I guess are they doing like a 21 Jump Street thing? Are they doing Lord and Miller kind of taking down the subject matter?
I think I'm guessing they're doing a little bit of that, but the vibe I get from the end of the trailer is that there's going to be a moment where they find themselves in the real world, and it
Yeah.
kind of makes me see it makes it seem like it's gonna go. I'm using this comparison only for plot reasons and not tone reasons, but it almost seems like they're going the Smurfs route in some ways. Um, which I don't know. I feel like with regard to Barbie as a property, it makes more sense to do that with Barbie than it does Smurfs. I'll say that. So if they are going to tackle that narrative, maybe they'll have a more interesting angle to it. Maybe it'll barely be in the movie. I don't know.
Isn't there a isn't there a movie where Tyra Banks plays a doll that comes to life and goes into the real world?
Why, I can't believe I know this, but the movie's called Life Size, and it
Yes.
co-stars Lindsay Lohan. I cannot believe I know that.
So this is going to be Greta Gerwig is stealing from Life Sized.
She's stealing from Life Size. What, I think that was a Disney Channel original movie. It was a DCOM. It was a DCOM back in our childhood days. Anyway,
Greta
those
Gerwig,
are
one of us.
gotta love it. Gotta love it. Those are our thoughts on Barbie. I'm still excited for the movie. I didn't love that latest trailer like you, but I'm still excited for the movie. I think it sounds very interesting.